Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott, and today we're looking at another Conquest Happy Hour review. In today's Happy Hour, we got to see our first look at the Sorcerer Kings, which is the new army coming to Conquest in March. There's a lot of really cool models to take a look at, so let's go ahead and dive into this review. Let's start this off by taking a look at the characters coming to the Sorcerer Kings in the first couple months of the army's launch. Now, as you would expect, all of these characters are some sort of sorcerer. I'm really excited to get to paint these. I think my favorite is probably the Maharaja. He has a really cool bit of flame coming off of his staff, and the overall aesthetic just really speaks to me. I think this army is going to look really cool in the paint scheme that I have in mind. Next, let's take a look at a couple of the infantry units coming for this army at launch. We have the Rajakar and the Ghouls. Now, the Rajakar have a really cool aesthetic to them. I really think these will look cool with a huge block of these just marching across the table. The Ghouls are also really cool. They represent the fire aspect of the faction, which is going to be really fun to see. That's probably what I'll build around, so I'll probably be painting lots of these for my army. Now, this next kit is probably my favorite from the army so far. These are the Efreet. There are two variants of them, a melee variant and a ranged variant. What makes these cool, during the happy hour, they said that these models have been designed with the intent that they could replace mainline infantry, meaning they're maybe not as tough as other brutes, but they're on par with mainline infantry, so you'll be able to take a lot more of them than what other armies might be able to take. The army has been designed with this idea that you could take a brute and monster army and have it be viable if you really wanted to lean into that elemental magic playstyle. So where the Ifrit represent the fire aspect of the army, the Jinn represent the element of air. I think they represented that really well on these models. I love the wispy sort of smoke cloud look on the models. It's going to be a lot of fun to paint. Now, just like the Ifrit, there is a melee and ranged variant of this unit. Next, we have the Rakshasa. This is an awesome monster kit that'll be coming for the army. It has two variants, and what makes these cool, we were told in the happy hour, these are going to be able to duel characters, which brings a really interesting dynamic to the game. There's going to be a monster that can charge at your big block of infantry and snipe the character out of it. It's going to make defending your characters very interesting. Now, from a lore standpoint, we were told that these are basically demigods from the realm of fire that have been corrupted by human desires for violence and war. And if you remember the concept art back when we voted for this army, they did have a tiger head, and we've been told that that will be included in the kit when it releases, so you can choose to have the more human head or a more tiger feline head. Now, the Sorcerer Kings weren't the only ones that got something new today. We also got to take a look at the chariot for the city-states. I'm excited for this kit. I'll probably have a few in my collection. Now, you'll notice that this is on 2 cavalry base plates. For all rules purposes, this will function as a single stand, but for design purposes, they needed to have it be longer so that it would look good. This is the first time we've gotten a kit that isn't a monster, that has a minimum unit size of 1 stand, and the extra length on that stand means that maneuvering is going to be interesting. You'll have to keep track of how much the back of the chariot will swing when you wheel on the table. The Spires are also getting new models in the form of Leonine Avatara and Desolation drones. Both of these units are really exciting to see added to the army. I know I personally have been waiting for Leonine Avatara basically since the game came out, and the Desolation drones have some really well done sculpts. I'm actually really excited to add some of those to my Spires collection. They look like they'll be fun to paint. They also said there is a new variant of Lineage Highborn being added to the game called the Lineage Prideborn. From what they told us, it's going to have a bit of a Leonine Avatara aesthetic to it, but it's also going to have Egyptian kind of artwork incorporated into its design, which I think will be really cool to see. There's a lot of other really cool stuff discussed during Happy Hour today. We're getting new starter sets for each of the armies in the game. They gave us details about the World Championship happening in September. And since this year is the 5-year anniversary of Conquest, there's a lot of really fun stuff coming to the game. They're going to be giving us new t-shirts for every faction in the game, as well as a lot of other little fun odds and ends. It's a great year to be a Conquest player. Make sure that you pay attention to my channel so that you can see more news as it comes out. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and like it, and then subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos I make. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. If you would like to become a channel member, hit the join button below this video. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.